Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind. Two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the back now goes in motion. To the air. It's Reed. Lets it fly to the wideout. Worked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Aggies will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They're going to score with a run to the right. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Owens. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a thrower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? That's caught. It's Casper. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Hand off to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we get a throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's sticky. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield. It's Moore. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Ball handed off. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Moore. Throws it to the right. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Ducks will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Aggies will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. He lets it go. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Reed. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. The defense with more pre-snap movement. To throw, it's Moore. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
How about this, Chris? When was the last time we can talk about this happening? A throw to a fullback to pick up the first down. The defense completely forgot about it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Robinson. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Ducks are in the red zone now. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Long enough and good. The game is now tied.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. On 1st down, it's play action. The sure hands. It's Owens. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Ooh, I saw everything.
First down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They've got him down out near the 40. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. Linebackers shifting around now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
And the Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the option play here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest thing that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Ducks offense retakes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Using his legs, it's Owens. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. No press here. The defense backing away. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Campbell. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And with the miss, remain tied. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Stiff arms the man. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Important third down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They've got it. Easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Man, that's crazy.
Chris, here on fourth down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
The Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. In the red area, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I thought you was in here with him, bro. Just give him to me, man. Alright, then I'm about to be done. Oh shit, glitchy, bro.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Moore. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Oregon. And they go in front here in the second half. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
The tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies.
I'm talking to anybody watching me.
And the defense is so condensed.
Let's see this nigga in here. My day, this nigga a TD, man.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's the spin move. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. And the Aggies come up to the line in a hurry-up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. A pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field, go for it on fourth down. The shotgun running play call. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This air attack is still unstoppable. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Finally brought
All
down
off of
after
Moose
a
Tyler,
great
that is
gain.
crazy.
Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, making people miss. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Offense facing second and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good. And they've regained the lead.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. And now the handoff. Fights off a defender. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Tight end goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the Aggies will look to convert here on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
What a job by this offense picking up the 1st down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Why you say that? I watched all the ditches. I watched the ones that you're going to use.
The ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? It's press coverage now from these DBs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down and goal, upcoming. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The
Check
offense
that
is now
shit,
going to have
bro.
to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the 4th quarter.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made on the out route.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver, that primary target, forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Makes a quick catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a run to the left. And the freshman brings him down quickly. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Close to the tight end. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. So the turnover will end the 4th quarter, but now we head to overtime. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Looking for some space. It's Owens.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Dropping back. It's Reed. Looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And a decent gain there for the defense.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And now from the pistol formation. The linebacker shifting around now. Here's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to a house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And at first down, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. No room for mental errors here in overtime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll give it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. Dropping back. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive. It's first and goal now. They'll run the option. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for two and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. Here's that defense shifting again. And looking to throw now on first down. It's the running back in the flat. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Handoff heading left. He's got some room. Can he get there? In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Gonna run it. It's Owens.
Wow.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To the air. It's Reed. Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll make it into the end zone. That conversion will give them a 1-point lead. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this.